Imagine taking a $50,000 account from a prop firm and banking big money, putting it in your pocket. But here's what prop firms don't want you to know. 90 to 94% of traders who attempt this end up blowing up their accounts and spending a lot of money on resets and new evals. So in order to help you get a little bit ahead of the game here, I'm going to go over 5 of the most popular firms around, their rules, how their evals work, how their sim funded phases work, how their payouts work, so that you can try to figure out which one suits you the best. And by the end of this video, you're going to be able to go ahead and have a better chance at turning one of those $150,000 accounts into tens of thousands of dollars right into your own pocket. Let's go. We've all seen the Google ads, $50,000 account for whatever, 25 bucks, for 50 bucks, for $150, and get payouts. We've all seen the YouTube videos of traders making money requesting payouts. Just recently, I requested $10,000 out of Apex, and I got another $10,000 requested. I'm going to put in for probably in a few more days. And we've all heard the stories of people making up to $1 million in just a handful of days trading some of these firms. But the reality is most traders don't ever get to that. Why? Because they don't educate themselves, and because they don't partner up or choose the right firm that suits their trading style, that suits their personality, and that has rules that they like. They just jump in on whatever firm and that's it. Well, in this video, we're going to break down 5 of the most popular firms. We're going to go over their evaluation rules, their cost, what's going on with the discounts right now, any special notes. Then we're going to go and do the same thing over in their sim funded phase. We're going to look at some of the rules. We're going to look at the payouts, caps, how much you can pay out, when you can, well, how much you can request, and all that fun stuff in this video. I'm also going to be giving a $50,000 take profit trader evaluation to one lucky winner. And how can you win? Very simple. Comment in the comment section below of this video. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the video on social media. Also, guys, remember, if you want to be in the know when I drop videos on the channel, when I go live, when I do giveaways in the community section or post my P&Ls, then you want to make sure you hit the notification bell on the channel when you subscribe. That way you're alerted. YouTube lets you know, hey, Jesse just dropped a new bomb. Guys, without any further delay, remember to check out the links in the description and comment section of this video. We got banger discounts going on right now at Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, My Funded Futures, Lucid, Apex, the top firms, man, all of those, even Buell Knox we got cooking down there. So you want to make sure you take advantage of that. Tradeify if you want to go straight to funded instead of having to go through an evaluation. Coupon code all caps JESSEW is going to get you the deepest available discount at all these firms and more. Description section and comment section of this video. Let's go. So let's go ahead and jump into this right here. You see evaluation plans, 50K, the most popular ones available that, you know, most traders like to jump on. And we got Topstep, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, and My Funded Futures. Some of these, I mean, these are the most popular firms. Let's just be honest about it right here. These are basically the most popular firms right now, the biggest firms in the market, in my opinion. And you got Topstep here, their 50K plan. They call it the Combine 50K. The monthly fee on it is $49. All right, meaning that if you started today, right, a month from now, if you haven't finished it, like if you haven't met the goal or the profit target and passed that combine, then it's just going to go ahead and renew again at $49. Okay, so your profit target's going to be $3,000. That means you're going to have to, that's your goal, right? You got to make $3,000 in that account without blowing it up in order to pass it. Your max loss, okay, it's an end of day trailing drawdown, is $2,000. So it's not an intraday, it's whatever you finish the day at, that big number there, end of day, that's what's going to be your trailing drawdown. There's no daily loss limit, and you can pass it as little as 2 days. So if you get $1,500 on Monday, $1,500 on Tuesday, bang, you move on to your funded account. Best day, 50%. So that's your consistency rule on your evals. Okay, you cannot make more than $1,500 on this account in 1 day. Otherwise, you'll be in violation of that rule. It's not going to blow up the account or make you lose it. It's just that you're going to have to make more money so that your best day is not over 50%. And the max position size you can take is 5 contracts. Over at Apex, a 50K eval. Right now, current deal is $37.40. So that's a really nice savings. Your profit target is going to be $3,000, the same. Okay, the profit target is the same on all of these. Your $2,000 max drawdown is an intraday trailing drawdown. So you got to be mindful of that. If you get up to like $1,500 in profit and you're like, no, I want my extra $500. I'm going to take him, so I can complete $2,000 and then I'll worry about another $1,000 later. And then all of a sudden that $1,500 goes all the way down to, $1,000. Well, now that $500 there, in drawdown, you lost that because it's going to trail intraday versus end of day. There is no daily loss limit, as little as 1 day to pass. You can pass in a single day. Consistency rules, there are none in your evals. And then max position size, you can take on 10 minis or 100 micros. Then we move on to another one, right? Take Profit Trader, 50K account, okay? It's currently $102 with my coupon code, just like the Apex is $37.40 with my coupon code, all caps JESSEW. It's the same profit target, $3,000. You have a $2,000 end of day trailing drawdown, just like Topstep. Okay, there is no daily loss limit. You got to pass it in 5 days. Like you can hit the profit target, in a couple days, 2 or 3 days, but you're still going to have to trade 2 more days. Just flip some micros, book those 5 days and move on with your life, right? Get that account set up. Best day cannot be 50%, just like a Topstep, but you can have 6 contracts or 60 micros. Okay, so you're getting a little bit more leverage in Topstep, less leverage than on Apex, but it's an end of day. And remember, with Take Profit Trader, you're going to be able to pull out profits on your first day of your sim funded account, or what they call your pro account. So we're going to move on in a little bit to the sim funded rules, and you're going to see there where the advantages come depending on the firm itself. You got trade day down here coming in, end of day evaluation, okay, just like everybody else, well, except for Apex, 50K. Trade day has various opportunities. You can do static, you can do intraday trailing drawdown, or end of day trailing drawdown. Right now, with my code, $115 for that account, $3,000 profit target, $2,000 end of day trailing drawdown, no daily loss limit. Minimum is just 5 days, right? Just like Take Profit Trader. Now, they do have a consistency rule. It's a little bit stricter, 30% of your total profit. Okay, so it's going to take you, three days and a quarter, right, to hit that $3,000, right? Because you're going to hit $900, $900, and then you can hit your remaining balance on the 4th day, which will make it 5 days. The next day, just flip something and you're done. 5 contracts, 50 micros. Then you got My Funded Futures with their core plan. It's another 50K plan, $77, $3,000 profit target, $2,000 end of day trail, no daily loss limit. You can pass in as little as 2 days, 50% consistency rule in the evaluation only, okay? And the max position size is going to vary by plan. Now, obviously, here with Trade Day and Take Profit Trader, the consistency rules are only in the evaluation. When you move on to your funded, there is no consistency rule. So now let's go ahead and move on over here to the sim funded phases, so you can see each one of these and how they work. Topstep has what they call the Express Funded account, or the XFA. You can have a maximum of 5 accounts. Apex has what they call the Apex PA account, right? That is your performance account, and you're going to get paid. So in these accounts, remember, they're sim funded, meaning when you make profits, you meet the criteria, the rules, the balances, you request your payouts, you get paid in actual money. So Apex will let you have 20 accounts. Now with Topstep, you can trade all 5 at the same time if you like, or one at a time, or whatever. With Apex, you can trade all 20 at the same time if you want, or you can trade one at a time again, or in small sets of 5. I usually like to trade them in small sets of 5s. Take Profit Trader has what they call the Pro, okay? Pro is the same thing as the Apex PAs or the XFAs. You could trade up to 5 accounts. Now with Topstep, you get 100% of the first $10,000 you make. Very important in your history with the firm. I've already made well over $10,000 with Topstep with them. So that means any account I buy, even if it's a brand new one, and pass it and go into an XFA, I'm going to be at a 90-10 split, meaning I only get 90% of the profits that I request. With Apex, you get 100% of the first $25,000 per account. Then it's 90-10, and it's per account, not with your history with the firm, okay? So you have a set of 20, you can request, up to 25K from each one, 100% of that. 25K goes to you, to your pocket, and if you keep trading them, make some more money, it's a 90-10. Oh my God, you blew up all 20, you got another 20, you go right back to 25K, 100% of the first 25K per account. Take Profit Trader is 80-20 out the gates. It's 90-10 in the Pro Plus, The Pro Plus is their live version, where you graduate from the sim funded to a live market account, but 80-20 is what you're going to have. Oh, hey, Jesse, that sounds terrible. I'm only going to get 80% of my profits. Yeah, but look, with Topstep, with Apex, and most of the other firms, you're not going to be able to request money on day one, meaning you're going to have to hit certain criteria, trade certain amount of days, hit minimum balances, this and that, before you're able to put in a request. With Take Profit Trader, you can put in request on day number 1 if you meet the criteria, which is simply just being above the buffer. The buffer, I'll show it to you in a few. So with payout eligibility with Topstep, you need to have 5 winning days of $150 or more. Then every 5 days you can request, as long as it's over 150 bucks or 150 bucks and more. With Apex, you can request after meeting 8 trading days, 5 of which must be $50 or more. That's it. With Take Profit Trader, it's day 1 and daily. Okay, in Pro, no windows, but there is a withdrawal buffer, meaning on the 50K account, it's $2,000. So if you have 2,500 bucks, you can request 500 bucks. If you have $2,100, you can request 100 bucks. You know what I mean? So anything over $2,000, you can request on day 1. Payout caps with Topstep, it's 50% of your balance or $5,000 max. So let's say you have a $10,000 profit balance in your XFA, you can request $5,000 because that would be 50%. You have a $20,000 profit in your XFA. Well, you can request 5,000 bucks. That's it. You're not going to be able to request 10. No established caps at Apex. We Take Profit Trader again. No stated cap in Pro or Pro Plus. So you're good to go on that. And then with with Topstep, you have an end of day max loss limit based on the highest end of day balance. With Apex, it's intraday trail plus a 30% MAE, which means 30% of your profit that you have in the account. That's the max you can risk on a per trade basis. And then you have an end of day drawdown, no buffer, intraday drawdown with Take Profit Trader. So with Take Profit Trader, you have an end of day drawdown, no buffer in the Pro Plus. But in the Pro, it's an intraday drawdown. But once you're above your buffer, it's static. Okay, so let's say you have a $50,000 account and you hit $60,000 balance, meaning you have $10,000 in profit. Well, you got $10,000 to lose, really, because you can get all the way back down, or just underneath it, right? 60,000, you get down to 50,100. Once you get to 50,100, that account's blowing up. And no daily loss limit on Topstep X, no daily loss limit on Apex, no daily loss limit on Take Profit Trader, no consistency rule on Topstep. You have a consistency rule on Apex 30%, meaning no one day can be more than 30% of the profit that you have in your balance. None in the Pro Plus or in the Pro at Take Profit Trader. There's a scaling plan that you have to be aware of at Topstep. There's no payout windows. Request every time you hit the minimum, which is 8 trading days, and you're above your buffer. And no scaling plan on the Pro accounts with Take Profit Trader, but also your Pro accounts, you can reset them up to 3 times. So if you blow up a sim funded account at Take Profit Trader, you can actually reset it if you put in a request up to 3 times. And then you got Trade Day and My Funded Futures, very similar coming down the line here. You got Funded Sim, right, with Trade Day. Then you go to Funded Live. You can trade up to 3 accounts all at the same time or one by one, up to you. The profit splits are tiered. You start off at 80%. And as you request more money, as you get more payouts out of them, that actually goes up, meaning you'll eventually get to the point where you get 90% of your profits on a request, and you will eventually get to the point where you get 95% of your profits from the account. So that's very, very nice to see that they have that tiered system so that you're not just stuck at 80% or stuck at 90%. You can actually get to 95%, which is great. Then you can actually get profits or pull out payout requests from them from day 1, typically within 24 hours. This is again the same as Take Profit Trader, where anything above your threshold or your buffer, you can request, pull it out on day 1. No specified buffer must be cleared before a withdrawal, but it's going to be smart to pull out what you actually have some leeway with, right? Because if you have a $50,000 account and you make $50,400 and you pull out 300 bucks, well, you probably just in essence blew up that account. So don't do dumb stuff like that. They have an end of day, an intraday, and a static. Apex has a static account and their intraday. Trade Day has an end of day. This is where I think Trade Day basically comes in and beats Topstep, because they have an end of day account like Topstep has, and then they also have the ability for you to be able to get payouts from day 1. Topstep doesn't have that ability. Then you have depends on plans and enforce the risk limits, right? There is no consistency rule. Make as much money as you want. You have graduation reviews at milestones. All right. So you have to be mindful of that. Once you hit your milestones, you got to stop, and the firm is going to check up on you and see whether or not they're going to push you to live or not on that given day. And then you have My Funded Futures here coming in hot with their core plan. All right. Their core plan. It's going to be another one that's a sim. You can trade up to 5 accounts, 80-20 split on all their plans. All right. Their core, you can scale after 5 winning days of over 100 on your 50K. All right. And then on your pro accounts, if you want to look at those, it's every 14 days. But we're sticking to the core here. So it's every 5 days, as long as you made $100 or more. All right. The core minimum balance is going to be $1,000 cap there. Scale tiered goes 1,500 to 3,500. And then the pro you can get up to 150K before your cap. After your first payout, the MLL locks at the start balance plus $100, so 50,100. Neither trade day nor my funded futures has a consistency rule on the core plan or on the sim funded here. No consistency rule. So trade, make money. Live transition after 5 payouts on the core scale or 3 payouts on the pro. Okay, so there you go. That's more or less how that's going to work out for you. And it's very simple. Like if you were to ask me which one of these firms do you think is the best one, well, it's going to depend on you and your strategy. Some people don't mind consistency rules, right? Some people don't. Some people like the fact that Apex lets you leverage up to 20 accounts. That's pretty insane. None of these even come close. The closest ones are My Funded Futures and Take Profit Trader at 5. But then nobody's giving you the ability to get 95% of your profits. Trade day is. So it's going to just really come down to your choices. You know, you got end of day account with Topstep and trade day. It's one of those things where, Jesse, which one is the best one? And the answer is yes. You know, it's yes. So to me, which ones do I like the most? Look, honestly, I don't know if it's because I've traded the most with them or what, but I've made the most amount of money this year and last year at Apex. Then comes Take Profit Trader, Topstep, and then My Funded Futures as far as where I've made more money. The only reason I haven't made money at trade day is because, well, this year, right when I started to look into start trading with trade day, because I've talked to traders that have traded with trade day, I've talked to the owners, and I can comfortably put my name on the firm and promote them because I like what they stand for. I like how they work. I like how their environment is and all that fun stuff, and they pay out and everything's good. I like their rules, and more importantly, I like the options that they give you. They give you options. Unlike some other firms that don't even give you, an option on what platform you want to trade with. With trade day, you can do end of day or intraday if you want, or static. It's up to you. If you buy an end of day account, well, your sim funded phase is going to be an end of day account. So, right when I was going to trade with them, it was in October when they started that tournament. And then, most of you already know what happened to me and how I've been recovering. So I haven't been able to trade with them. I barely traded in the month of October. It was really a wild month for me. Slowly getting back into the swing of things now, obviously, so I'll be trading with them pretty soon. But yeah, man, like honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these firms. If you do want to go with Trade There, My Funded Futures, or Take Profit Trader, right, or Apex, use my code, all caps, JESSEW. It'll give you the deepest discount available at the firm at any given time, even over their house account, right, or their house code. Their house code will give you the same discount that I'll give you. So, by using my code, you're going to help support the channel, help support the giveaways I do and all that stuff, because the more my code is used, the more the firm sees it. And they're like, damn, people really like and they watch and they hang out with Jesse. Let me give him more free accounts so he can give them to his community. Let me give him more access so that if something goes wrong with somebody in his community, he can reach out to us and try to get them rectified and all that good stuff. And you guys know already, you can leave it in the comment section, your story. I've helped a lot of you get payouts that got stuck for whatever reason, or recover an account that had a glitch, or any number of things. I've helped you guys out with that. So anyways, what's my take on it? If I can only trade with one firm on here, it's a hard one. It's a hard one because I trade daily on Apex and Take Profit Trader. And I like them both for what they're really good at. So I'd have to pick two. And I'd have to pick two. And it'd be Apex and Trade Day. I'm sorry, Apex or Take Profit Trader, or Apex and Trade Day because of the daily payouts. Coming in hot comes in My Funded Futures after that. I really like them. I've made money with all these guys. The thing is that with Apex, I like the ability of being able to trade so many accounts at once. I got 5 accounts right now sitting at $4,000 in change, and then I got another 10 accounts sitting at around $1,500. So like that adds up. That adds up. You know what I mean? You got to figure it out which one suits you the best. Now, if you want me to do a deep dive on most of their rules, I can definitely do that. I'm planning on doing another deep dive on Apex rules, so we can definitely look into that as far as the rules in their sim funded phase, because out of all these accounts or all these places, they have probably the most complex rules out of all of them, but then you get the 20 accounts. You know what I mean? You get the daily payouts out of Trade Day and out of Take Profit Trader, but then it's an 80-20 split to start, at least with Trade Day. And with Take Profit Trader, always until you get to Pro Plus, then it's 90-10. So everything has, and you can only trade 5 accounts with Take Profit Trader and 3 accounts with Trade Day. I've been trying to get Trade Day to get us to 5 accounts. I think we'll get there eventually. Maybe 2026. I don't know. I'll keep nudging. But yeah, I mean, guys, look, you can't go wrong, in my opinion, with any of these firms. It's just a matter of which one suits your rules and your style the most. That's my best tip for you, is find the one that suits you specifically the best. And then go with that one. Preferably if you're profitable or you can make money trading, if you can get some payouts. If you at the end of the year have made more money in payouts than you have spent in evals and resets, well then trade with more than one. I don't know why you wouldn't. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video and you got some much needed information from them. Apart from that, the only other piece of information that I can give you is Jesus loves you. And if you don't believe it, ask him. I bet you he'll tell you yes. And if you ask him, hey, show me how, he'll do it. So that's all for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. And I'll hope to catch you on another one. Peace.